Just be out with us
on a Carnival Freedom Cruise. We're sailing for six nights and we will be making 3 stops. Our first stop here is Cove, Dominican Republic.
So we just docked a little while ago. We came off the ship and now we're in the court area where all the stores are, the duty-free stores, and we're trying to figure out what to do. Upon exiting onto the dock area, there are places where you can get excursions done, and we're trying to figure out what to do because we didn't really plan this out completely.
We booked this cruise literally 1 day before sailing.
Exactly. And we didn't really know what to do, so we kind of just winged it. We had an idea. We said we were going to go to Boca Chica, but upon arriving here, we realized that Boca Chica is about 3 hours away on the opposite side of the island, so we weren't able to do that. So once we came out here, we started talking to a few of the people who work for the cruise lines and the excursions. They basically told us that we can go to one of the closest beach, which is Long Beach, I believe, or Costa Rica Beach, Long Beach. These 2 beaches are pretty close together. It's on the boulevard. It's kind of like in the main town here in Puerto Plata. So that's what we're gonna check out. We're gonna go to the beach, see what the vibe is like. We heard it's a really nice beach, and then we'll just kind of come back here because we have to be back on board by 4:30.
The ship docks in the port. This is a port area, Cove, and it is built out like a small town with a lot of different shops, cafes. It is a pretty cool vibe. You can disembark as early as 8:15 in the morning. It is almost 10 a.m.
So once we came out here, we need to figure out how to get to Long Beach, right? So we asked the guy and they told us there's a cab service, and what they do is you can get the cab service that works for the cruise line going one way, which means they'll just drop you off and then they'll leave, or you could get it for 2-way, which means that they will take you to the beach, they will wait there for you no matter how long you take, obviously till it's time for you to board, and then you can come back with them. So it's round trip. You pay once you get back to this area. It's not when you don't pay when you get there and then pay again when you come back. So that's pretty cool. It costs $35 one way and $70 round trip. So
for up to 5 passengers.
Exactly, and that is in US dollars, of course. So enough yapping and let's start exploring. Cheese! So we decided to take a cab, do the round trip thing, but we're actually going to spend a little bit more. We're spending
$90, and they're giving us a private tour around town, a little bit to the countryside.
Some shopping, photo spots.
And they will wait for us to hang out at the beach, and they will bring us back to the port.
So let's get in this cab and let's get going.
Just be out with us.
So there's a cable car on the top of
right here, the sign for the cable car right here.
okay.
Let me show you the cable car. You see the sign of Moto Taxi?
Yeah.
living in really small houses. And now we are in downtown of Puerto Plata, and this is an umbrella street, as you can see. Let's go get some coffee. Wow.
Peter Pan.
So of course Irina wanted coffee when we got here, and in town we found out that this is a pretty decent coffee shop. It smells really great in here.
And it's coffee and chocolate, so
yeah,
we're gonna try something.
We're looking forward to this. During the video, if you happen to see the gentleman with the green shirt, that is our driver. He takes us everywhere, but the cool thing is that he also walks with us. So he takes care of everything. Irina was thirsty, she wanted water. He stopped at a local shop off the side of the road. He went out, he got it for us. So he's really taking good care of us, which is really cool, because a lot of times, you know, you don't know the money conversion, or, you know, there's certain things you don't know about where you are, but to have someone take care of you and knows the in and out really makes a really cool difference.
Thank you. You want to leave? Yes, please. Cappuccino with almond milk here is $6 US. It's pretty expensive. And it's small.
Well, it may be expensive, and the reason why I'm thinking is because the cruise ship dock is literally like a 3-minute walk from here to here.
But
so
it's not our cruise ship. NCL docks here.
and other cruise lines as well.
Carnival is actually the farthest port from here. It's about 20-minute ride.
Yeah, the people look around.
So this area is one of the main areas where tourists shop. As you can see, the buildings are all
Puerto Plata, yeah.
colorful.
It's at the center of the town.
The center, yes, the center of Puerto Plata. And the buildings are super colorful, of course, because, you know, the tourists are here, so things have to look pretty. But it's very beautiful.
And now we're heading to their cathedral.
Yes, and you can hear the bells. So as you can see, this area is like really hustling and bustling. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of tourists. Yes, a lot of tourists out here. And they're going into the cathedrals, they're going into the shops and the square here. So it's really cool. Obviously, this is one of the major spots here of the cruises, where
And
people come to
also, our driver is walking around with us, just taking us around the town, showing us around, telling us where things are. So we're getting a private tour, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So the story is I actually forgot my sandals, and I didn't bring one. So on the cruise they didn't have any. So we're actually on the hunt to find me some cheap local sandals here.
Shopping at the store here with the local people. Plaza Nelson is the name.
So we just walked into one of the local department stores to see if we can find some sandals for me. I just want something cheap that I'm gonna use for the next 2 cruises, and we're trying to find my size. So let's see what we find.
You like the white or?
Yeah, no matter.
You want that color?
Yes.
So you decide.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Right.
You
That's
wanna
it?
try? No?
Oh, that's good. It'll fit.
Okay. ¿Qué otra cosa?
That's it?
That's it.
Sí, eso es todo.
Todo bien. Mission accomplished. I got my chanclas, my slippers. It cost $5 US, which is not bad, a little over $5. So now I can have my slippers on the cruise with me. And now we're gonna continue walking around and continue exploring. Cheers! as we're walking around, we're about to cross the street. There's motorcycles everywhere. We're about to go to Pink Street. Here we go.
We're going to take a picture on the Pink Passenger.
Love the colors.
Just finished walking through the Pink Street. It was awesome.
Even the floor is pink. It is so cool.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different props, so we took some pictures and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely a photo op. So in this town there are really cool places for you to stop and see really cool things, drink coffee, take photos. As you can hear, it's very bustling, so now we're going to our next spot.
Since we have a private driver, we decided to stop at this beach, Cosita, Rica, and it looks nice. There are a few restaurants here. The sand is nice and powdery, and the water looks really beautiful.
Yes, there's some seagrass in the first maybe a few feet of the water, but once you get past it, then it's really clear waters. I noticed walking the beach, there are some people giving massages, so you could get massages. And of course, as Irina mentioned, there are a few restaurants here. There are also some vendors selling local stuff, such as bracelets and wood carvings, as usual, you know, the tropical stuff. So
touristy stuff.
Yeah, it's really a cool beach though, really cool vibe here. It's kind of small. It'll probably take you about maybe 5 minutes to walk from one end to the next. After that, once you get to either end of the beach, it'll just be like rocky and not really walkable. So the parts that do have the sand is about a 5-minute walk from end to end.
Our driver actually recommended us to go to another beach, which we're heading to right now.
We just arrived at Playa Dorada and we came into this complex. It looks really cool. There's a lot of hotels here. I think there was like 22 hotels here. They look kind of like condo style, and we found parking. So now we're walking through the complex and we're making our way to the beach. Irina had read some reviews about this beach and she said it was absolutely beautiful.
And it translates as golden beach.
Yes. Let's see how golden this beach really is.
We spent about an hour here at Playa Dorada. It is a really nice beach. The sand strip is wide. The sand is really soft, and the only thing is today was a little bit windy. There is a kite surf school here.
Which is perfect for the wind, obviously.
Yeah, it is $100 per hour to learn how to kite, and it looks pretty complicated.
Yeah, I saw someone training and they've been out there at least for about 20 minutes still trying to learn the different controls for the kite. So I don't know if you guys are kite flyers and you've done this before, let us know how complicated it really is. Also, when I was walking the beach, I noticed obviously again there are people who are giving massages. There seem to be some kayak rentals, so you can take the kayak out. So yeah, there's activities to do.
The beach massage is $30 for half an hour and $50 for 1 hour. And there are also beach clubs where you can just hang out and have food or drinks. And the cool thing about this beach is that day beds are free.
That's the first time I've seen that one, because normally obviously when you go to a place, the day beds is always an upcharge. Here, it's actually free. But
they are first time, first serve. So
yes,
obviously
first come, first serve.
Yes, first come, first serve. Obviously, when we came in, they were all taken. So we just hung out for a little bit. Devon walked the beach. And if you want to see what the beach looks like, head over to our second channel. We will leave the link in the description below.
Now we're about to take our ride to some local spots. We want to get some local eats, some arroz y habichuela, some plátano maduro, some chicken entero, and all the good stuff. We're about to hit it up. Let's go. So we just got to the spot. We in the hood here. Nice little spot here. We found that we're going to eat. It's across the street. So we're looking forward to this. Looks like they have some of what we're looking for, right? But when we go over there, we're gonna see the menu and see if it has. So this is recommended by Johnny, our driver. And we're gonna see, there's a lot of people in here, so let's see what it's all about.
Put in the line.
We are at Como El Familia. There's a simple local dining. They already have food prepared and you can see what you want and you just order. They have fried chicken, they have quarter baked chicken, salad, rice and beans. Let's dig in. And this is our local lunch. I got chicken, it's been grilled right here. This is sweet potato salad. Devon got the same type of chicken, rice, beans, and green plantain, and plus drinks. The entire lunch came out to $8 US.
This seems to be a very popular spot. There was a lot of people here. It took us about maybe 12-15 minutes for us to finally weave through the line and get our order. Even though they do have a lot of people working on the back end. The food smells great, so we're about to dig in. Let's go.
The chicken tastes good. It's pretty tender. Nice mild flavor. It's a go for me.
So the chicken is actually cooked right behind me there. They have like these grills and they're like barbecuing it right there. There are different styles of chicken. They have this grilled chicken, they have stewed chicken, and they do have fried chicken here. So whatever the options you choose, more than likely you can find it here. One thing I must say, as we were standing online and we were looking at the different orders people were taking, the orders are massive. We had to tell them kind of, okay, that's enough, because they just tried to keep adding more spoonfuls of rice, more tostones, which are the fried bananas. They wanted to add more chicken, and we only had one piece of chicken and not that much rice. But yeah, the portion that most people have here, they throw it down.
Our lunch at Cosita and Familia was decent, and now we have about 2 hours before we must be on board. So we're heading to another beach. Just be out with us.
So we just arrived at Long Beach, and from what we can see,
it's not that long.
Yes, it's really not that long. It looks longer on Google Maps when we were trying to figure out what beach to go to, and then I realized once we got here, just a little bit past this beach, it's kind of almost split in half. There was the other beach which we were first, which was
Cosita, Rica.
Yeah, so it's right around the corner, and they're split by trees. But again, this beach is not long. There's not much going on here. There's one little, seems like a restaurant.
More like a shack.
Yeah, like
restaurant.
A shack. It looks with food,
but
and
even
then
the shore, the shoreline, the ocean floor, it looks like there is a lot more seagrass here.
Absolutely.
And it's not as swimmable as or as nice as other beaches. So we're gonna go back to our taxi driver and go back to the other beach.
Yes. So about our taxi driver again, I think this is a really cool way. If you are coming on a cruise and you do to Dominican Republic and you do get a taxi driver, we highly recommend if you get a taxi driver for the full day, because they really do take care of you. At least our cab driver did. Like, he took us everywhere we wanted to go, he was like, not a problem, I'm on your clock. He never rushed. You're the boss. You know, like I mentioned before, Irina wanted water. He stopped at a local shop. He got the water for us. We didn't have to pay for it. Then we went, what was it that he paid for? And then when we went to the food spot, which we just came from, he paid for the food, and of course we're gonna pay him back for that. But the point is that we didn't have to constantly be pulling out money. He took care of everything, and then we'll square everything off once we get back to the cruise ship. So I think that's a really cool way. That way you don't really have to worry about money conversion and pulling money, you know, in and out of your pockets. So we highly recommend getting the full day with the taxi driver. So
and also you pay him when you arrive back to the cruise port, so you do not have to pay up front and worry if your taxi driver will leave you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show you what this beach looks like. Again, it's not too much. It's not even really that swimmable, but I'll show you kind of what it looks like. ¿Cómo está?
We just arrived to the port. This is Johnny, our personal driver. He took care of us. And if you come into Puerto Plata and need a personal driver, we will leave Johnny's WhatsApp number in the description below, so be sure to reach out to him and he will show you everything you need to see.
Absolutely. He took us around. He made sure that we were taken care of. It was a great experience using his service, so we do highly recommend you reach out to someone like Johnny who will be able to take care of you. You know, you'll go to your destination, he'll take you anywhere you want to go. Like I would say his slogan is, "You are the boss." He kept telling us, "You are the boss." So wherever we wanted to go, we said, "Hey Johnny, we want to go to the beach." He took us there. We want to get something, he took us there. So absolutely.
Johnny is JBO approved.
Johnny is definitely JBO approved.
Thank you guys.
So we're gonna head back to the ship now and we'll see you there. Cheese!
Thank you guys.
See the little one? The best when you walk in or out, these guys start jamming and they got really cool vibes, really awesome. Again, I I'm just kind of used to all this stuff because growing up in Washington Heights in Manhattan, these guys, that's how they rock out at Uptown. So I'm kind of used to this. So now we're actually in the area where all the port, where all the shops are, and I'm going to show you what the shops look like.
All right, overall I actually really enjoyed Dominican Republic. Devon have been here before, but on the other side on the island, and he says that the other side is actually better. But I think we made a really good call by hiring a private taxi driver, and he showed us around town. I really like the downtown of Puerto Plata. It's very vibrant, very colorful. I felt safe. There is a lot of police, a lot of cool Instagram spots, food shops, and everybody is really friendly.
Yeah, really cool vibes there for sure.
The only thing, I think Carnival, Port, Amber Cove is a little bit away from town. If you're sailing with NCL
or Princess, yeah,
you arrive right at the downtown Puerto Plata, so you can literally walk out of your ship and into downtown, versus here to Amber Cove you actually are forced to take a taxi, and the taxi one way is $35 US, and there is no way to get a better deal at all.
Right.
The beaches here in Dominican Republic are pretty nice, at least on this side of the island. My favorite was still the Golden Beach. The only thing today was really windy, so we couldn't really lay out, otherwise the sand would go right in our faces.
Speaking about sand going into our faces, just before we left the last beach, sand kicked up and went into my eyes, and I had my eyes closed for like a good 12 minutes for me to kind of flush it out. I tried flushing it out, it didn't work, but eventually I kind of just closed my eyes and eventually it went away. But it was a horrible experience. If you ever got sand in your eye, you know what I mean. So right now my eyes are red, and when I get back into the ship, I'm gonna put some Visine in there and try to moisturize my eyes.
Well, now we're gonna go back on the ship. We're gonna go into our jacuzzi. Our next stop is Turks and Caicos, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and as usual,
just be out with us. Cheers!